I think this planet's broken. We'll try again. You can, like... You creep... Ah! No! Do I lose?
Hi everyone! Today I decided to challenge myself to get through at least 3 speedruns in one stream. What exactly is speedrunning? Well, it's when you try and complete either a task or an entire game as fast as you can with a set of community-created rules. So, for this challenge, I had a few criteria I used to select the games. Number 1. It needed to have an already active community, ideally on speedrun.com, because that's what I was using for submissions, and I wanted the time to try and beat. It just kept me a little more focused. 2. I wanted the run to be at least 10 minutes or less because I only stream for about 3 hours a day, and I didn't want to only get 1 attempt per game, so that was pretty important to me. And last, I needed a game that I already knew that didn't require a lot of research, because often when you're doing speedruns, it requires you to do a lot of research about glitches and mechanics and things to complete the run quickly, and I just didn't want to do that. So, based on all that criteria, I came up with 3 games. 1, Lethal Company. 2, Phasmophobia. And 3, technically Sims, but it actually ended up getting replaced with Repo, and I'll get more into that later. So now, let's get into our first run, Lethal Company. Lethal Company is a horror game where you're an employee scavenging moons for scrap to sell for the company. Each round has a quota that you must make or you are fired. For this specific speedrun, your goal is to hit 1 quota or 130 scrap as fast as possible. Now, going to the speedrun, my goal was to not be last place. So, when I looked in the leaderboards for speedrun.com and I scrolled all the way to the end, the last person, we can see here that the last run was about 16 minutes. And I'm pretty sure for this run, the person was just playing a regular game of Lethal Company and they weren't actually trying to, do a speedrun. But still, for the purposes of our goal is to just beat this 16 minutes. And yeah, our first runs were kind of a little rough.
Okay. That's a spider? That's still a spider? Oh! How is there no money here? This planet's broke. A tattered metal sheet. Oh, no! No! Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, it's raining. That's gonna be a problem. You just gotta squeegee your pajamas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can't jump in the water. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can't get inside with the apparatus. Oh. Quicksand. I think I'm just... Okay.
But from them, I realized a few things. First, I need to give myself deadlines because I really only had about 2 minutes per moon. There's a lot of unskippable in-game visuals between landing and leaving, and that eats up a lot of your time. So you need to actually spend very little time within the moon. Next, these runs are extremely seed dependent. If I couldn't find scrap in the first round or the weather was really bad that it was going to make it really hard to come back home, it was honestly easier to just reset than play it through. And that's kind of a theme you're going to see throughout this video. Speedrunners love resets. And 3, and probably most importantly, was there was a mechanic that I discovered in Lethal Company that I actually never realized for all my time playing, is that you get penalized for selling early. So if you try to sell after day 1, you're only going to get 53% of the value of your scrap, and if you sell after day 2, you're only going to get 77% of the value. And while this penalty means that your scrap is worth less, it does allow you to finish these runs in less than a day and skip those long landing and leaving visuals that I mentioned, so it could actually be really worth it if you get your scrap early. So, after all these learnings combined, I was actually able to shave a lot of time after my run, and only after an hour, I ended up with this run that I will be submitting, and I'm actually super proud of.
Everyone make sure you are a great asset. Here we go. Dance, y'all. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, pumpkins. Is that good or bad? The pumpkin run. I want to believe this means it's a good run, you know? Baldur's Gate also has speed running. We could do speed running for Baldur's Gate. Okay. Here we go. I'm locked in. Okay! key. Another key. Gosh. Anything? Okay. I feel like I'm so unlucky. Come on, big money, big money. I'll take a big bolt. Ah! We're so unlucky. I'm also lost. Okay, we can only spend like one more. Oh! Oh! Huge, right? Oh, oh. What's worth more? Oh, the bottles for sure. Okay. How do I get home? Okay, let's just take the bottles and leave. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me remember how to get back. It's this way? This looks right. Ah! Wait, a quick peek over here. Nope. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes. In and out. That's the rules. You know? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Let me run. What am I speedrunning? We're doing 1 quota. Solo 1 quota. So basically we have to try to get the quota as fast as possible. We beat our goal already, which is not being last place. So now which was 6, we did the 10-minute speed run, so now we're trying to do a 9-minute run. Pew. Game might match item amount to player ratio. Oh, that would be a bummer. If it's like giving us less. Ooh, batteries. Those are useful. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Baldur's Gate runs to, like, ending up with a certain player. Like, woohooing, you know? For lack of a better term. Have I ever played Final Fantasy before? I mean, when I tried Final Fantasy, I didn't really like it. I would give it another chance. I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to play story games on stream. Because once you miss a part, you, like, miss the whole thing. And then, like, you know, spoilers. Oh, I heard something to our left. I'm not even going to look at it. Pro speedrunner doesn't look behind them when the explosion's happening. Okay, we have a problem because like, we're at 3.5 minutes on the second planet, and we need a 9 minutes, which means I think we need to leave the last planet. I feel like it's 7 minutes to get everything in. So we're gonna do. We're not gonna do any risky jumps. But oh, wait. Okay. No, we just run back. We just run back. That's huge! Oh my gosh. 2 tattered metal sheets, y'all. This is exactly what we needed. Let me see. We need 130. I think... I don't know what we're at. Let me see. Run! Oh gosh. We're so heavy with the metal. I wonder if that's a strategy too. Like, you know, picking up not heavy things. Oh. Oh. Oh no. All of our nice time. Okay. I think this is enough. Wait. Oh! Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have 188. We need 130. It was 70%. I think we should be fine, actually. Okay. We could be mathing wrong here. Moons? Come. Confirm. Okay, I'm risking it. If the 70% is correct. Or I could be mathing wrong. If I'm mathing wrong and we could have had it, that would be devastating, but... Dun, dun, dun. Please. $77%. I think we're gonna make it. Okay, run. Come on. Come on. Yes! Wait! 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 Huge! Okay. Come on! Come on! Let's see. This is such an improvement from our 10-minute run. Look, 10 minutes 48 was our first. 6:37! Let's go!
Next, let's talk about my Phasmophobia run. Phasmophobia is actually another horror game, but now you're a ghost hunter, and we're using various equipment to try and gather 3 pieces of evidence to identify a ghost. In this run, you're going to play a single round on any difficulty, and we have to find all 3 pieces of evidence to identify the ghost within 5 minutes. So they had some really specific rules for Phasmophobia, and there are actually some really good reasons for that. So number 1, if they didn't have strict rules around needing to find all 3 pieces of evidence, then players could just spawn in, guess a random ghost, and eventually they get the right answer, and that's kind of lame and not super fun, so I understand that rule. Number 2, every ghost actually has unique habits and clues outside of using the ghost equipment, such as maybe they hunt really often or they, start turning off the power. So one of the reasons that they require 3 pieces of evidence is, again, that avoids a player just going in, seeing a ghost throwing things everywhere, and then guessing based on that. And then number 3, sometimes the ghosts in this game take a really long time to do anything, so I can understand why they limited it to 5 minutes, just so that a reviewer's not, stuck watching like a 1-hour VOD where someone's just yelling at the ghost to say their name. So I get it. I will admit this was the hardest speedrun for me. I haven't played it in a while, so I actually couldn't afford any of the fancy equipment, which means ghosts took a lot longer to respawn and everything was less sensitive to reacting. But here is my best run, just shy of the 5-minute requirement. And it was a lot of effort to get this.
Okay. Let's see. We need this. We need this. And I guess we'll do this. Okay. This time for sure. We didn't even look at the ghost name. Oh! Oh! Toilet ghost! Toilet ghost! How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Okay, doesn't want to talk to us. It's a toilet ghost! That's so convenient. Thanks for hanging out, Andrew. Good night. Okay. Anything on the walls? Oh, I see my breath. We can definitely do a temp check. Okay. So, we haven't actually found anything yet, have we? We just know he's in the toilet. I always find orbs kind of hard to see. I don't know if y'all are like that. Oh, I saw an orb. Do you see that? Yeah, okay, so there's definitely orbs. Orbs. Ew, I heard something knock. How does the temperature work? Oh, it's going down? Okay, let me go get the dots. I think that, like, I don't think I have to hold it, you know? Wait, this could be huge. This could be huge. Okay. Let's see. Oh, is that a 5? Okay, we got EMA 5. It's going down. Okay, we watch. It's not going any lower, though. Who are you? How old are you? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? What's your name? Okay, it really is not a talkie ghost. Fingerprints? Come on! Right in the book? Wait, we already got this evidence. Stick? Oh? It touched something. Handprint? Where's the thermometer? It's not going any... I mean, it's a 0. I think it has to be below 0. Oh, we already got this evidence. How old are you? Where are you? Are you angry? How old are you? Okay. Don't want to tell us its age. I mean, it's throwing stuff. I don't really know how to properly set up this thing. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll just hold it. I feel like it's temperature. Don't you feel like it's temperature? No, but it's not going any lower. Hello? Oh! Did you see that? It walked in it. It's a Raiju. Come on, come on, come on. 10, 2. We're almost. We're so close. We're so close. We're so close. We're so close. Okay. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, hurry. We got it. Let's go.
I'm still gonna submit because there was a 7-minute time on the board, so who knows? But we'll see how this one goes. Now, remember how I said my third game was Sims 4? Well, the goal for this one was, I thought, pretty simple. Try to woohoo a sim as fast as possible, and boy was I wrong. It turns out you actually need a decent amount of game knowledge to do this quickly, which I don't really have. Here's a bit of my attempt. It's pretty embarrassing. Please don't laugh at me, Sims players. I tried my best.
This is our guy. Funny introduction. Offer a rose. Dance. Discuss interests. Sexy pose. Pickup line. Ask a question. Get relationship advice. Kiss hand. I'm just clicking all the pink things. No! What did we do wrong?
And yeah, after struggling for about 5 minutes, I decided this really wasn't going to work and I needed to move on to another game if I wanted to get through 3 speedruns. So one of my viewers actually recommended trying out Repo, so I pivoted to that. Repo is very similar to Lethal Company actually. You are, I believe we're robots, and you're collecting valuables for your creator. It has monsters show up a lot more frequently, and you can actually damage items if you if you bang them into things. So I felt the speedrun set itself apart enough from Lethal Company to still make it interesting. The goal of this run is to complete 1 level. However, unlike Lethal Company, the value required to complete is actually variable. This speedrun turned out to be extremely seed dependent. Because you spawn right at the front, you're mostly hoping for one giant item as you walk in that covers the whole run. And in fact, all the top runs were under a minute because of this. And I spent most of this challenge just checking one room and resetting like this.
There's nothing here. Yeah, you just reset.
Another big hiccup is monsters are roaming everywhere, so it's really easy to have a good run ruined quickly. The time to beat for this run to not be last was 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Here's my quickest run from the set.
Like, if you don't get something... I don't know if they did the cart to, like, because they weren't expecting to see that. Oh! Is this mine? Oh, this thing makes you like super slow. Of all the expensive things to find at the front door, mine's the thing that makes you slow. That's so unlucky. Okay, we just need to find one more thing. Big money. Nothing in here is worth big money. That looks expensive. It is. Okay. We just can't bang it on anything. Okay. See, but you also gotta wait for the thing. Oh. Yay! That's a little faster. That's some improvement. Look at that's some improvement.
And that was my speedrun challenge. I'd say Lethal Company was by far my favorite. The runs were quick, and a little bit of game knowledge could give you the edge to, move higher up the leaderboards. Next, I'd love to try some complicated speedruns that require me to do more research on how the game actually runs and do some theory crafting about, how to improve my times. Let me know if y'all have any specific games that you'd recommend for me to try out for speedrunning, because I'd love to see them. But for now, I'm heading out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!